Welcome to the Marriage Conversations podcast, where we dive deep into the realities of love, relationships, and everything in between. I'm your host, Sarah Williams.
And I'm your co-host, Daniel Thompson. Today, we're kicking off an exciting journey as we explore the first chapter of Pastor Kwame Achiampong's insightful book, 50 Definitions of Marriage.
If you're in a marriage, thinking about it, or just curious, this book is a treasure trove of practical wisdom. Daniel, are you ready to unpack this powerful analogy?
Absolutely, Sarah. The first chapter really sets the stage with the notion that marriage is a living thing. It's such a simple but profound idea, packed with meaning.
Let's dive into that. Pastor Kwame describes marriage as a living organism that grows, develops, uses energy, reproduces, and responds to its environment. Daniel, what are your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I found that analogy to be brilliant. It changes the lens through which we see marriage. Rather than viewing it as just a legal contract, we're reminded that it's dynamic, much like a plant that requires care and attention to flourish.
Exactly. One line that really resonated with me was when Pastor Kwame states, "The health of your marriage is determined by what you put in the mouth of your marriage." It's such vivid imagery. It compels you to think, am I nourishing my marriage the right way?
Absolutely. And I love how he elaborates on this. He mentions that just like a healthy diet, marriages need essential nutrients too, like love and communication. But he also advocates for those unique little things, such as understanding your partner's love language.
For our listeners who might not know, love languages refer to unique ways individuals express and receive love. It helps couples communicate affection effectively. Daniel, have you encountered any love languages that you found particularly interesting?
Oh, definitely. Take words of affirmation, for example. Some people feel loved and valued when they receive verbal compliments. On the other hand, acts of service denotes their partner doing something for them, which resonates on a deeper emotional level. It's fascinating how understanding these can help us feed our relationships.
And just as plants need the right amount of sunlight and water, marriages require consistent nurturing too. Pastor Kwame stresses that these are not just sporadic acts of kindness on special dates, but rather small, daily actions. He poses the brilliant question, what little can I do today to feed my marriage?
What a powerful approach. It's something we can all incorporate without feeling overwhelmed. These daily intentional actions can really enhance the emotional atmosphere of a relationship. But there's also a crucial side to this discussion. What happens when we feed our marriage the wrong things?
Exactly. Pastor Kwame delivers a strong warning about this. He points out how important it is to be mindful of our words and actions, especially during moments of anger. Those moments can either nurture or poison our relationships, depending on how we choose to respond.
And I think all of us can relate to that. When we let our frustrations boil over, it's easy to say things we don't mean. Pastor Kwame's reminder to think about the long-term health of our marriage during these hard times is crucial.
It serves as a sort of accountability check, doesn't it? Like a constant reminder that we're not just reacting to a moment, we're actually feeding the essence of our partnership. If the foundation of our emotional interactions is strong, it can withstand the storms.
Definitely. And the analogy of marriage as a living thing gives us hope as well. Living things have a remarkable ability to bounce back, provided we take care of them. Sometimes, couples might feel their marriage is weak or malnourished, but this chapter reassures us that it's never too late to start nurturing it back to health.
That's such an uplifting perspective. It reminds us that growth is always possible with the right care and effort. In our relationships, there's always room for improvement and revitalization.
Pastor Kwame Achiampong's first chapter in 50 Definitions of Marriage serves as such a powerful call to action. Marriage, as he illustrates, is alive and thrives on consistent nourishment.
So true. If you haven't picked up the book yet, we highly recommend it. It's filled with wisdom and actionable insights that anyone in a relationship can apply. Daniel, do you have any final thoughts?
Just this. If you want your marriage to grow and flourish, don't starve it. Feed it daily with love, respect, trust, and intentional actions. Remember, this chapter is just the beginning, and I'm excited to explore more of these insights in the episodes to come.
I'm excited too. Thank you all for tuning in to the Marriage Conversations podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review if you enjoyed today's discussion.
Next time, we'll dive into the next captivating chapter of Pastor Kwame's book. Until then, keep feeding your marriage.